Welcome back, Rise Up 44 here on Nalyo Gaming. We're checking out Far From Noise on the PlayStation 4. We're jumping right in. Hello. Honk. Hello. Is anyone there? Can anyone hear me? Deep breaths. In. Out. No sudden movements. Everything will be alright. Things could be worse. It's just a cliff. It's probably not even that steep anyway. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? This is it. It's over. Just like that. God, no, I'm an idiot. A certified idiot. There I go, driving away from my hardships. Goodbye, problems. I'm driving by the sea. I'm invincible. Look at yourself. Right. Come on, old. Name the car. Don't name the car. Name the car. Old Mala. We've been through worse than this, Mala, my rusty steed. Way worse. This is actually it. The worst thing. How did this happen? Well, at least it's a nice day. Well, at least it's a nice day. If I'm gonna die, I'm glad the sun's here to see it. It's just me, you, and the plants, Mala. Right then. I know as well as you do that you can start up and get us off this cliff. No big deal, no worries. No worries. Just one little startup. We've done it a million times before. Just one little startup. Try the ignition, try the radio. Try the ignition. And there's smoke. Damn it. Don't do this to me now. I thought you were done breaking down, Mala. I can't afford to wait all night this time. Hi, squirrel. You're just in time. Welcome to the end. My undoing. The full stop to the wretched sentence of my life. You wouldn't know, would you? Your life is a dance. An acorn ballet. You want a closer look? Fetch your acorns. Not long until life finally rids itself of abysmal me. Right, stay back now, squirrel. Do whatever you want. Now it's the time I can accept the end from nature, but not you. Back off. Sorry, squirrel, today is just not my day. An acorn ballet, bronze PlayStation trophy. Like, is that it? An engine failure? A passing squirrel? That's it? It all stops? Everything just done? Over. Deciding to come here. Waking up every day. Like the littlest thing. I'm so inconsequential. It's not even funny. It's a big old deer. Uh-oh. Oh god, this just keeps getting worse. It's massive. Yet another thing edging me closer to my inevitable demise. Look at those antlers. I bet it's deciding whether or not to smash me into oblivion. Okay, enough hysteria. It would be easy. No one would even know. The perfect crime. You know what? No, not today. Right, it's just a deer. It is soft and eyelashy. I had enough. I'm not gonna sit around waiting for my life to end. I have been pushed too far. Honk. Hey, stag. Leave me alone, you fiend. I am in no mood for your threats. I am not in a good place right now. I am exhausted and terrified. I am this close to the end. I am yelling at a deer. Right, I need to start thinking straight. Being hysterical isn't helping anything, is it? Is it? It moved. What is that deer looking at? Do you see something? Are you getting in a position for my performance? Do you see something? Or are you just being wistful? That's cool with me. Your mystery is killing me. What are you doing? What do you want? Back off, antlers. I'm sorry for being here. It was an accident. Get away from me, woodland beast. Sorry I yelled at you. Can you help me? Perhaps. Whoa. Huh? Did you just talk? Can you understand me? Are you actually happening? There are none happiest in this world but those who enjoy freely a vast horizon. What does that even mean? I've definitely got a screw loose. Right, so can you hear me? I can. Holy God. Well, my mind melted sooner than expected. It's lovely to meet you, Stag. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. The feeling reciprocates. We've met on a significant day, woodland boy. Significant how? I'm glad you asked. Today I have decided to go insane. Is that so? It is so. And how did you decide? It's simple, really. Firstly, I drove off a cliff. Secondly, I talked to a deer. Thirdly, thusly. Yet, to be written. Uncharted. Uncharted. The vast unknown in which I befriend an elk. And then die. Not an elk. Sorry. What are you saying about horizons? There are none happiest in this world. But those who enjoy freely a vast horizon, I don't think this qualifies for freedom or happiness. Your soul is free to follow the flow of the ocean's tide. Free my car. Free? Question. My car is balancing on a cliff face. You've got a funny idea of free, my hooved friend. You are alive. For now. You have an ocean of possibilities before you. You mean the ocean, the literal ocean? Well, you have both. But the feeling of looking deeply across an ocean, there is so parallel. The pulse of the tide, the sigh of the breeze. Captivating, elusive horizon. You have simply been gifted an anchored perspective. Fortunate, I would even say. A short burst of oceanic enlightenment, and then maybe. I admire your optimism. I really do. But it's too late for that. I've already checked out. You seem to still be clutching on to me. This isn't about life, it's about death. Does it have to be? I'm not sure it's optional. I trust we will find out. You're a real beacon of hope, you are. Is there reason not to be? What the heck am I supposed to do to be hopeful for now? Getting out of your current situation? Assuming that is your ambition. The talking to a deer situation, the hanging off a cliff situation. It is a situation with a conclusion. The conclusion is not out of your control. Can I ask you something? Potentially. Am I actually balancing on the edge of the cliff? Am I hallucinating? That is not for me to say. Or no. Well, are you real? As far as I can tell. Perhaps you are a hallucination of mine. Who can say? So you're saying none of us could know if we are real. You're not helping, buddy boy. How could you know for certain? When all that you experience is filtered through the lens of your own perception. My mental state is quite fragile, just so you know. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? That much I can see. Maybe you know. Let's just not think about dying for a sec. Death. Do not think about death. Or dying. Steer your mind clear of deathly thoughts. I'm gonna pass out, dear. Do not think about the rocks below. Focus instead on the sky, the birds, the waves. Rocks. Worrying will not help you here. But what will? It's helping. Can you not see how soothed I am? But what will? First, take a moment. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Count backwards from 5. At 0, exhale. Okay, that did help. Wonderful. You can gain clarity and perspective when you slow your thoughts to a glacial pace. Now, what are you going to do? Somehow drive back to safety, just say here. Have you tried? Obviously, I could give it another. No, I'll do it now. Try reversing. I already tried the engine. There's no point. Okay, bad idea. That did not sound quite like the correct noise. It was absolutely the incorrect noise. What is the problem? The engine is dead. So you are trapped in the contraption? On this contraption, as I name it, it's Mala. It does this. Perhaps not wise to coast so close to the coast. Thanks for the timely advice. It is the least I can do. It's a bit late for it, though. You could get me a latte. Difficult to say. It depends on what you are able to do. Depends how long I can cling to this cliff. For what? Wait for the engine to fix itself? Wait for the engine to cool down. Time may not be on your side in this case. How long must we wait? Like the whole night? Pretty much overnight. Let us hope you make the whole night comforting. Perhaps you should explore other avenues of escape. Like what? Have you considered getting out? Well, no. No way, the car will disappear. Well, no. A viable option. Step out. Easy for you to say. You're on the right side of misfortune. Step out. Nope. He almost went over. Looks like we're here for the long run. So, why were you wandering here? So you're out here all by yourself? All alone? I am solitary in form. No little antlered friends? No? Just you? Just I, nobody else. Nobody else. Why? Why not? Well, do you not get lonely out here by yourself? Is that not a question you should be asking yourself? You too sought solitude in these cliffs. Well, that's different. How so? I don't really feel like talking about it. And anyway, I totally asked you. If I am lonely, I am no more lonely than a single dandelion standing in a field, than a drop of rain falling from a cloud, than this world. A herd of a blue melting in time. Oh, a bead of blue melting in time. All those things sound desperately lonely. Do you ever answer questions in a normal way? That the dandelion in the field does not feel lonely, for it is part of the field, but it's all alone. Alone and lonely are quite different, huh? I seek this solitude like the sun seeks the horizon. My infatuation with the forms of the world compels me to it. I guess I came out here for a piece of that too. I don't know, I see the attraction. Whatever that is. I may have an idea what this is. I'm listening. This guy might already be dead. On endless days, I find myself beside the sea. While ocean tides lays across the shore, the waves take hold of my soul. And the world drifts away to a daze. Huh. In these quiet moments, is not the sea a part of me and my soul as I of it? Our souls are as one. I have never been less alone. Yeah, a piece of that. But in doses, right? How do you mean? Constantly being alone can be the answer. Doesn't there need to be some interaction? Interaction? Yeah, connection with people. As much as you can feel it as one with the sunshine. You've got to be able to wallow in the rain with someone, right? If you constantly surround yourself with others, your thoughts will become nothing but theirs, and you will never truly know the voice of your own heart. Constantly, sure, but don't you need to hear the voice of the other people's hearts too? The heart will burn for kindred souls to share in worldly things. At this time, for my heart, the kindred souls are found in the trunks of trees, in the white clouds, in the evening rain. But not all souls are tinged with the same hue. Maybe my soul is more balance oriented. Balance is important. I do see what you're saying. Out here, you can feel connected to everything and feel like you belong to the world and remember you exist. I think that's what I want. I'll try. What did what did bring you here? Will you tell me now? So, background check? Yes. I was studying. The study of what? Um, Architecture. Architecture? Yep, architecture. Buildings. The study of all things towering and beautiful. There is beauty to be found there. There is. I've always been into it. Ever since I was a kid. You have always dreamed in structures? Pretty much. Well, I can theorize a pretty good reason why. Theorize away. So, my dad was always a total fanatic about wallpaper. 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 Why? He always liked how tactile it was. He liked the patterns. I have no idea. I see. But he was a bit of a maniac. He'd always be coming home with hot new rolls. Like he just happened upon them somehow, somewhere. Ah, and they never matched? I don't know what he was thinking, or our house looked pretty wacky. But it meant we were always tearing down old wallpaper so we could use it. Use it? Yeah, we drew all over it. We'd just lie there on top of it with tiny little worn down pencils, drawing for hours, wearing them down even further. For whatever reason, I always drew buildings. I always sketched these fancy getaways. I would draw these monolithic skyscrapers, usually bungalows, skyscrapers. I haven't thought about them in forever. It was the best. But my dad was always really encouraging about my weird monolith towers. He always seemed genuinely impressed and interested. Maybe because of that, I was super motivated to get into architecture, so I could draw buildings on wallpaper. Professionally. And so you came through the woods to the ocean for what? Inspiration? In a way. In a way, how? Well, I was studying it. Formally. Now. I'm not... I checked the heck out. Abandoned my prospects of good old life. Hello, meaningless loans. Hello, meaningless loans. What led you to leave? I don't know. I just didn't feel like I could do it. Like I'd waited for such a long time. And when it came, it was overwhelming. It wasn't what I'd imagined. And I didn't feel like I could do it anymore. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not creative enough. Maybe I'm not creative enough. What if you never went? What difference would it make? What else am I going to do? You would figure it out. How? Whatever you are meant to do would make itself clear. Fall off this cliff? Perhaps that is it. Why not make this meaningful? I can't just decide to give things a meaning. Surely that is all you can do. Then everything is meaningless. It only means nothing if you deem it so. So it all meant me dying in a car. It all meant something. But for now, perhaps it means watching the sunset on the edge of a cliff. Why did you come here? To see the waves and hope my life becomes clear. I thought if I looked out, I'd feel like everything matters. And does it? I don't know. It does not always work that way. I find some of the most important realizations come not in the moment, but after. In normality, when your mind wanders back to this place, then perhaps you will find clarity in clouded times. Well, if the engine eventually works, maybe I'll find out. Gotta leave it to the memories, I guess. Engine. Precisely. Life is not over. I suppose. We still have each other, right? I don't know, maybe I'll go back to it. If I get the chance. Where were we? Life? Death? Life. Life. Are you ready to bear witness to life's conclusion? Who is to say it concludes? You mean the afterlife? A new beginning, perhaps. It's the beginning of being dead. Which isn't much of a start. It could be. Who's to say? Who indeed? You. Are you like the angel of death or something? What do you think? I don't know what to think anymore. You're a baffling deer. You definitely are. Are you an angel? Of course I am. Of course I am, girl. Look at me. In every sense of the word, no. Why did you choose this place? Hidden away. Lost in space. We used to come out here when I was a kid. I loved it out here. I would count how many faces I could see in the rocks. Mostly dog faces. Little rock pups. We actually had to stop coming out this far for a while. Because I would get too sad that the puppies I could see were trapped forever. And I'd never rescue them. I think my dad was worried I was going to jump over after them. He was right to be afraid. I kind of wanted to just see if I could still spot them. Memories can house great comforts. Sure can. Have you seen them? I don't really want to look. I'm not sure I need to anymore. To be honest, circumstances aside, just being here is enough. Turtle. Little turtle. What is it? A traveler approaches. What? Where? It came from the rocks and the flowers. I don't see anything. The birthplace of all evil. In this case, I should think not. Oh, I see it. Crap, is that a turtle? I believe it is a tortoise. Close enough. God, it makes me all shivery just looking at it. Cowering its shell of deceit, soulless, scheming eyes. Black hollow. They are hiding something. All of them. I'm onto you, tortoise. Why do you hate the tortoise? I have my reasons. It means no harm. Look at it. You haven't seen them like I have. They're vicious. Vicious? Vicious. I was traumatized as a child, all right? By a tortoise? Turtle. Different entirely. You know what their mouth is called. Whatever. Still vicious. When I was like 9, my brother's friend brought his fun new pet round to our house. A fun little baby turtle. How fun. Imagine my delighted anticipation. Until I see it. Its turtle mouth snapping open and closed like a vice. so they force me to grab hold of its spiny husk. Its long snake neck wriggles out and twists around. And it bites me. There and then, right on the arm. I had to go to the hospital. And it was a baby. What are these little yellow things now? Imagine what it could do now. It would slice my arm clear off. This little one does not look like it knows violence. How can you say that? Look at it. They're masters of illusion, cuteness in a veil. Hey, little frog. Oh, hey, look, frog friend. Uh-oh. Watch out, sweet frog. They're killers. He hops on the turtle. Oh my god, what? That's adorable. It's like a turtle taxi. So weird. I wonder where they're going. The night's greatest mystery. Maybe they're like buddies or something and they just hang out. I would like to believe so. Me too. Okay, Turt. You've won me over. Maybe we could be friends. Ooh, Turtle Taxi. Silver PlayStation Trophy. Hey, is it dark or is the shadow of death finally upon me? When did it become night? It approached without a whisper. Like a midnight ghosty. I didn't even notice. Oh man, look at the stars. I think the yellow things are supposed to be like light bugs. Fireflies, whatever you call them. It's been like forever. I don't even remember the last time I saw this many. You never see the stars? Where I live, you're lucky if you see the moon. That must be so isolating. They mean something when I do see them, at least. In days of absence, I will long for a night sky. Don't you ever find it a bit overwhelming? Overwhelming? Just looking up all the everythings? I feel the weight of it all hanging there. Billions of light beams glaring straight into my soul. Ah, but the stars are here with us, you see? They share the night with us. But why bother? Why should it mean anything? They're too far away to matter. Distance is nothing. They are as much with us as I with you. Think. Does anything offer the same tranquility? Nothing lulls the soul lost in revere as the stars. Shards of glitter in glass suspended over us. Yeah, they're beautiful, just isolating. Try this. Focus your gaze on a single star. Okay, got one. Consider the journey that lone flicker of light has roamed. A strand of silver weaves its way across a galaxy, streaming through celestial clouds, across the backs of shimmering worlds. A lone light finally finds itself here. Lucky star. I just can't fathom things too infinite. It's painful. The beauty of the night is its ability to levitate you weightless and swallow you the next. Oddly enough, it is actually nice being out here. Quite the night. Sure is. Wait, where's the moon at? I'll give it that. Behind you. Just out of sight. Ain't that just the way? On countless evenings past, I have found myself here, gazing up at the moon, lost, weightless, suspended in time. All the while, the stag in the moon gazes back. The stag in the moon? The stag in the moon. You do not know it? I think you mean the man in the moon. Man in the moon? I suppose we all see a reflection of ourselves in the face of the moon. Maybe you're right. Perhaps. I wonder what the moon thinks of us. From up there, we must seem a mesmerizing unknown just the same. Probably thinks we're idiots. It's probably not wrong. We used to come out here and make up constellations when we were younger. Constellations? Yeah, you know, stories in the stars. Stories in the stars. So what? Okay, so there's a ton of real constellations. Dreamed up a bunch of skeletons, but they're kind of dated. They're stories told in pictures dotted in the stars. Ah, tales of adventurers and philosophers mapped out in the sky. Pretty much. Look, I'll find one of our reinventions. Exactly. Let's see if I can remember any of ours. Obviously, there's Avery, the Queen of Steel. Ah, tales of adventurers and philosophers. I think my lights just came on. Quite the title. Avery was a powerful and beautiful woman. She was bigger than a boulder with a gaze of pure steel. With her steely vision, she could transfer anything she wished into pure, glistening steel. Impressive. Yep, however, all was not well. It was not. Despite how tirelessly the people worshipped her, for her beauty, for her steel, she greatly disliked them all. She wanted to be left alone. Why? They just didn't vibe with her. She was the Queen of Steel. Is that a reason? You just can't match up to the Queen of Steel. So, in an effort to hide away from her raging fandom, she turned an entire forest to steel and took refuge within. Also, a leopard called Neptune. Called Rama. After many blissful months of peace, despite the steeliness of her forest fortress, her followers found her and began throwing themselves once more at her steel-clad feet. Praise the Steel Queen, they would chant. One night, when the stars were glistening brightly across Robin's back, the Steel Queen decided to end the parade. She commanded the brightest stars in the sky to turn into steel, forming a perfect image of herself in the heavens. Seeing how much larger this new Steel Queen was, the relentless followers turned their chants to the sky. The end. I shall never look at those stars the same way. Tell me, what others do you know? Well, there's the worm. You've got Ralphie, the Aragonaut. Actually, I can't. There's the worm. Tell me, what others do you know? I just did. The worm. The worm. Yeah, immortalized in the stars because it was the first worm. The first worm? Yeah, first worm. Original worm. From where did this first worm descend? Or ascend? It fell out of someone's ear. Awesome. An earworm, exactly. And so it traveled across the globe, singing its worm lullaby into the soil, and planting new worms in every continent. What became of the first worm? No one knows. Some say when the moon is waning as thin as a worm, if you pass your ears to the soil, you can hear the lullaby of the first worm, softly humming through the ground. At the next worm moon I shall listen, as shall I. What other legends linger in the stars? Good question. I'm out of ideas. Oh man, there was one more. I see something. Yes. Enid. Enid? Enid. Just Enid? Should it be Enid the something? Doesn't have to be. Just Enid then. Cool. Who was she? A great philosopher. Of course she was. Okay, I'm on board. She was an expert in silence. Like a mime, she was a monk? Perhaps. A silent monk philosopher. It was by choice her eternal silence. But she could talk. She could. How could anyone tell? It was obvious. In place of words, she chose thought. She considered concepts so grand. She fathomed an abstraction so unfathomable. Ideas so spectacular and utterly groundbreaking. That one day, she literally broke the ground and was swallowed by the resulting crevice. Dude. It is customary to stay silent when observing the Enid formation, out of respect and admiration. You've definitely done this before. I have spent a great many nights with the stars. I don't blame you. Is it cold out? Hey, a bird. Whoa, did you see that? I saw a shadow and a wing. It was massive. What do you think it was? A bird of the dark. I would say an owl. I was gonna say predacy, but yours make more sense. Do you get owls out here? They only emerge in darkness and are experts of disguise. They hide in the trees and the shadows. Masters of the night. Yes, owls do live here. As many things do. I am a big owl fan, by the way. Do you want to know a fun fact about owls? Yes. They have 3 eyelids. They can rotate their necks. Their eyes aren't normal eyes. They're like tubes, basically binoculars. It's so they can focus in on little mice from insane away. It's so cool. I wish I had binocular eye tubes. Whoa, look at the sky. You know a great deal about owls. Ha, yeah, I used to be owl. Ha, yeah, I used to be owl girl. Owl girl? That's cool. I was a total owl weirdo. I used to have this owl backpack, so everyone called me Owl Girl. I thought this whole time this was a dude that I was playing as. Dude in the car. But it's a girl. Alright, so there are worse titles. I know it was a cute backpack, too. I was pretty into owls, for fairness. People asked me about it, and I was just like, owls are cool, okay? I wasn't doing myself any favors, I guess. Owls are fantastic. I was going to say fantastic. Owls are fascinating. I have lost many a night to intrigue following the moonlit escapades of an owl. Yes, high five. Well, never mind. Mental high five. High hoof. Man, I wish you were around when I was in school. Kids would be like, hey, owl girl. And you could just hoof them in the face. If you like. Excellent. I can see it now. Hey, hey, hoof. Hey, there's the owl again. Hey, that was it again. I got a pretty decent look at it this time. It is massive. I think it's a great horned owl. How do you know? I saw its horns. They're feathery ear tufts. Ah, do you think it's hunting us? It is most likely attempting to make sense of this picture. I would imagine it to be an odd one from above. It's an odd one from down here. Man, if it could definitely just slap me off this cliff with one wing. Please don't, blessed owl. I had a backpack for you. An ironic fate for Owl Girl. Ha! Check you out with the jokes. Jokes about my death. Smooth. Lightening the situation. You have a dark mind, my twisted friend. I like it. People imagine owls to be these stern, intense loner birds. In reality, owls are probably pretty chill. It's not their fault they've got binocular eyes. An owl's business is that of mystery. Hey, there it is. No! Crap, it's on the car. I can hear its feet. It has landed. On you. Oh my god, what's it doing? Studying. Surveying the area. Why did it have to land on me? If this was any other situation, this is literally my fantasy. It means no harm. It surveys. I'm going to survey my death if it makes any drastic movements. Just sit tight. And wait. It will leave. Wait, honk horn. Wait. Breathe. Goodbye, sweet owl. Please don't come back. That was kind of amazing and kind of terrifying. In my experience, the greatest emotions are felt in moments of fear and awe. I would probably agree with you there. Although I could do without anything else sitting on the car tonight. Tonight, anything could happen. Seems like it, buddy. Feathered Twilight Angel. Silver PlayStation Trophy. I don't know anymore, dear. Do you? Do I what? Do you know? Do I know what? I don't know. Then neither do I. I'm trying to stay positive. I don't know what to feel anymore. I'm trying to stay positive. I really am. But I can't help feeling like the universe doesn't want me here. If it did not, you think you would be? Maybe it's nothing to do with anything. Maybe it's all random and nothing cares. I don't even know if that's worse. I guess at least then it's a not intentional punishment. It's just bad luck. What is it? Wait. I knew it. That's not good. You have got to be kidding me. Oh god, I totally forgot about this place. I can't believe I forgot. It used to rain here every single time when we were kids. It's like notorious. Alright, everything I said before about things being bad, they were fine. Now, they're bad. The beauty was just getting started. What? What is more beautiful than this? Literally anything else? But is anything more mesmerizing than the transformation brought by the rain? Not being here, life would be nothing without beauty. Well, we're not gonna be alive to see it. You worry about death while life ignites around you. This is the fire of beauty that rages from the earth. Serenity lay in wait to be ripped apart for their wildest form. Torrents of exhilaration pour from the sky. Quakes shake the ocean to cry out. Blistering crescendo from every form of life, all are thrust from rest to reveal in a violent beauty. Nothing sleeps while nature takes its fiercest dance. I feel like I should be terrified, but I'm not. I don't know what I feel. Wildest form, silver PlayStation trophy. Have you ever seen anything like that? While I have seen storms, there are never two quite the same. I feel like I can still feel it shaking the ground. We're still here. Christ. Now the sun's coming up. Thus lifts the veil of night. I can't believe we've been here the entire night. You and I are invincible. How can that many things happen? How can that many things happen? Honestly, I don't even feel like the same person. I came out here so worried about what I'm supposed to do. But it all seems so consequential now. It's also pointless. Which is actually a relief. The waves will keep on crashing after I'm gone. That tree will still be clinging on. Even if I never come back. If I never came here in the first place. That consistency is so grounding. Like, it doesn't matter what I do in the future. It really doesn't make a difference. Yes, the ocean is beautiful. Maybe I'll be buried in it tomorrow, but it's pretty okay now. It's nice to just have that right now. I know this cliff will still be here even if I left. Just being here away from everything else. Even remembering that it's here. It's like soaking up a sponge with the horizon and the clouds and everything. And then just taking it away. Leaving. Knowing that it all carries on. Hey, where are you going? Don't leave. Goodbye, Stag. It's just us, Mala. Want to give it another shot? Huh. It doesn't let you know. Created by George Batchelor. What a beautiful game. I can't help but feel like I just read or lived through, took part in, watched some brilliant poem. Some strange story just unfolded in front of me that kind of makes total sense. And it kind of relates to any any of us that have gone through shit in our lives. That was that was brilliant. That was some really good writing. Wow. That's where I'm going to end my gameplay with Far From Noise here on the PlayStation 4. I appreciate you watching here on Nalyo Gaming. Thanks to George Batchelor for allowing me to spend time with Far From Noise. This is a really well written game. I can't help but think I should be calling it an experience, because that really just was, like I was saying before, it's like I just read a really well written poem that kind of made me think about things that I've gone through in life, and anybody else that plays this, like, there's no way around it. It's going to make you feel the same way. The choices were, they were really well done. It had some comedy to it. It was pretty funny. Um, that part at the end with the lightning, that was really powerful. I'm I'm all around super impressed with this game I just played. I don't even know what to. I got to think about this for a little bit. I do know that this game would get a very high review score if I was going to put a score on it. But I'm just going to leave it at there for now. I kind of want to think about this for a little bit. I do appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll see you guys next time. I do appreciate you watching. See ya.